Hey, so that's my journey, how I got from this to this. I played a lot of games, and I always wanted to create one.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hi, I'm Noro, and I think most gamers had that moment when you play something and think, this would be awesome, with a different theme, or something like that.
You weird.
Yeah, I've had several moments like that myself, where I wanted to improve, or even create a game inspired by another one. So after I finally graduated and got enough of competitive games, this year I thought that I was ready to start my own games project. I have almost zero experience in game development.
Okay.
Still, I hope that you like the result, but let's see how it started in a nutshell. For my first game, I decided to go with a theme I've always wanted to see done right in an action game. The grim, dark world of vampire vs werewolves. I've always felt that this movie could be a great base for a game, maybe in an action RPG. I know I probably can't make something as epic as I imagine, but I can at least try to deliver a good experience within this theme. Okay, but which style should I choose? 2D or 3D? I tried to create a werewolf model on Blender before. Actually, some years ago, I was having a good time modeling this. Later, I realized that I could have just made it low poly style. At least, it could save me hours of paint. I think I didn't study it enough because this model was terrible optimizing. So I left this project because I thought that it would be too hard to optimize it. But I used to have this appreciation for 2D and pixel art games, and I always wanted to learn how to draw pixel art. I mean, look at these games. There's something charming on them. The only problem is that I'm not good with drawing. But I wanted to give it a try. Okay, so can I learn how to draw beautiful pixel art? So I tried really hard, spent days to create this. Yeah, I have some code skills, but zero art skills. Still, I decided that one way to keep me motivated was to start the project with this guy. So the question now is, which engine should I use? The easiest of all is...
What the
no. That would be insanity, and I'm not insane. Yet. Since I already tried Unity before, it would be good to warm up with it and easier than learn another engine. Okay, so let's start. Adding some lines of code, adding animators, and this poor little guy, and using these free assets from Canos on itch.io. We got this. It's a victory! It's silly, but seeing this humble pixel art moving like this gave me the fuel to keep getting better. Once again, it was time to improve my art skills. After spending some time searching for artworks and more practice, this time I was proud of my work. And while I was thinking, not bad at all, my nephews come to say,
The first model was cooler.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe he's right. Anyway, I started to draw the first enemy for my game as well, just so my shark can hit something. I added an attack and a walk animation, and hey, it's going quite well so far.
Oh my god! Wow!
Once again, another checkpoint that encouraged me to keep forward. To summarize, on the next weeks, I implemented AI for NPC and IP fighting, more animations, more enemies, and some other stuff. Still, my drawings was looking too weak. I needed some inspirations. I found some really good channels out there, and I knew that even learning a lot, it would need way more practice. After all, 2D animations are not so easy. I started to draw some characters, and even posted some of them as a shorts. Check it out later. I'm not gonna lie, I was constantly thinking in doing the most reasonable thing. Kidding. After all, I'm having a really good time here. But the reason that led me to think to abandon this project is because of a minor issue that haunts some solo devs. Insecurity. Seeing all these indie games that have a great quality and perform so well on sales can impact your confidence. Don't get me wrong, but it raises some doubts about whether the quality of your game will be good enough to attract a decent number of players. So I thought that the only way to avoid these concerns is to accept your limitations and try to create a game with what you have to offer. So I guess there is no need to worry about, only to keep forward, and also because there is no turning back.
Do it!
So I continued with my work, had some progress after some days. The werewolf is now colored, added a field of view for the AI, and to create it, I even used sine and cosine in a real situation for the first time in my life.
Impressive.
I was going for a game vibe where players can choose a stealth or a combat playstyle, so the field of view fits very well here. Also, I added this strange sound of death. The plot twist is that I made that just for fun, so I tried this. Yeah, I'm not proud of that, but I laugh almost every time I hear this. Anyway, later I added this tree so the player can hide on it, an increment to the stealth style. Adding this mechanic also was rewarding because it seems that I could create the very first mission with it. Yeah, there's some loose ends to tie up. Later on, I added this pretty lady, but make no mistake, she's a snitch. Calm down, people, she'll make things more interesting sometimes. Also added this sketch of the vampire. It's still jagged, but again, just the first model. And now, I would like to share some advice for you that want to create a game, or at least just to get you started. Number 1. Start small. Start it with something simple, then add a map or anything else and try to add new features at your own pace, based on your genre, of course. It's like the idea of an MVP. Use incremental steps that brings value. Number 2, it doesn't need to be the perfect art. It's not about using bad sprites or disregarding this part of the game, but there is a lot of examples of games that works very well with minimalist or simpler art. We have to remember that art style isn't the main pillar of a good game. There are several pillars, and one of the best ones to focus on is fun mechanics. Like these ones. This is a good survival with a good number of sales, quite minimalist. Or this one that got a ton of active players. Just a few examples. And number 3, have fun with the process. It might sound cliché, but for me, the process has been really good. It's like I'm playing some game. A game where I build a world, where I can set all the rules. And so far, it's been great. I'm just trying not to get my hopes too high. Alright, let me show you the current progress of my game so far. Now, I think I finally reached the final version of one of the main characters. I added a dash and a jump skill. This golden claw icon is for interactions, it's just a placeholder for now. Also, the dialogue balloons are ready, as well as the stack system that handles the order of the event for their game's object, like in this little cutscene. I can explain more about it on the next video. There are few sound effects for now, I intend to add more later on. I'm still working on the combat, the ranged NPC is still sliding to get into attack range, but that's not hard to fix. The parry action is also working. And I added something that I love on an action game, sync kills. And there's already a 3 skill, with a single skill. And this is a spinning attack that I didn't finish it yet. Alright, for the next steps, I'm gonna keep working on it. There is still a lot I wanna add to this game, and I'm still just at the beginning. Things like bosses to design, enemies to create, story to elaborate, level design, player progression. Yeah, when I started this project, I hoped I could finish it this year. How naive I was. And on top of that, I spent about a month and a half practicing pixel art with hand-on characters. Okay, that kind of counts as progress for the game. It was training after all. But I also spent 2 months learning how to edit videos, and part of that time went into making this video. time I could have spent working on the game instead, but that's fine, it's all part of the process. Okay, about the game, I just hope some gamers out there find it fun and interesting. It might be a bit too niche, but I'm trying to make it really fun to play, and hopefully give it a good story too. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm planning to launch the Steam page of the game soon. When I post the game on Steam, I will put the link here. And I'm gonna launch another video here on YouTube. So thanks for watching this far, and remember to subscribe so you can be here on the next video with more updates. See ya!